As promised everyone via your request, we're finally going to be doing the spray off challenge for 2024. These fragrances are going to be some of my leather fragrances that I have within my collection for the spray off challenge. We have a lot of ground to cover and it's going to be a really good video for today, so let's go ahead and get into it. And everyone, just before we continue, first of all, I want to say Happy New Year's, guys. This is the start of a new year. From me to you guys, I'm wishing you much prosperity and much success into your life and to all of your projects that you have coming up for 2024. And I can't express enough of how grateful I am for you guys to be within my journey as well. I know that 2024 is going to be our year, and 2024 is a year that I grow this channel to 100K subscribers. I know I can do it because I know that I have awesome, fantastic supporters like you guys to be behind me in regards to my content. And as you've seen from my first video, I have been increasing quality and production for these videos and for this content for this channel. And if you are a new subscriber, first of all, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe. When you subscribe, it helps me to create a lot more content for you guys at a faster pace, but I need your help. But nonetheless, everyone, I try to get this video released for the end of 2023, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get it out to you guys. But that's okay, because the most important thing is that you're here and I'm here, and we're going to have an amazing start to 2024 with this spray off challenge video. So I do hope you guys enjoy. So let's go ahead and get into it. For today's spray off challenge, we have 6 fragrances within our lineup that are going to be going toe to toe with one another for the #1 seat as the champion for this spray off challenge. It's going to be PENNALLIGONS Halfeti Leather versus NICOLAI Parfums Balkai Leather Intense. And then we have Tom Ford Tuscan Leather versus CUIR Velours by NAOMI GOODSIR. And finally, we have GUERLAIN CUIR Intense versus CUIR by BYREDO. So it's going to be a really tough video for me, guys, because I love all these fragrances. But at the end of the day, we have to have a champion, a #1 for this spray off challenge. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, if you're not familiar with a spray off challenge, it's just like an athletic event where you have a quarterfinal, and then you have a semifinal, and then you have a finalist position. So that's the same concept that we're going to be doing for these fragrances. And normally, the spray off challenge, you would have 2 fragrances at the same time, and you would spray them at the same time as well. And then it creates a crossfire, and then you would just decide on the spot which one's going to be going on to the next round. But we're going to be doing it a little bit more different because I don't like that concept. I don't like that idea. I think it's going to be a little bit more beneficial if I go per fragrance. So I'll go ahead and spray some on my skin, and then I'll go ahead and spray some in the air. So starting off with round #1, we're going to be going with PENNALLIGONS Halfeti Leather, and this is PENNALLIGONS Halfeti Leather. And this is a leather and fruit combination. Oh yeah, wow, so good. But this is leather and this is fruit. We have a very dark plum, and I do think that plum is more of a masculine fruity note, and it's really, really good when it's paired with leather as well. So you do get some vetiver, you do get that plum, and you do get leather in here. Now, PENNALLIGONS is a very smart brand. I do like fragrances from there because this is a very smart fragrance, and of course this would complement a very smart outfit. Very versatile. You can wear this any season, any day. It doesn't matter if it's fall, winter, spring, autumn, summer, whatever it might be. You guys know me. I'm very unapologetic when it comes to my fragrances, and I also recommend that you guys are unapologetic when you guys wear your fragrances. Again, smart, very sharp, very sartorial, very dapper. I absolutely love this. And let's go ahead and spray some on skin on the camera here, and then I'll go ahead and spray some in the air. Sounds good? Cool. So let's go ahead and do that. So 1, and we'll go ahead and spray some in the air. Oh my gosh. Yeah, guys, no, seriously. Wow, very mature, very masculine, again, very sharp. This is extremely versatile for a leather fragrance as well. Really, really good, guys. Wow, 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 wow. Please do check this out. I do think it is a sleeper of a fragrance. Not a lot of people talk about Halfeti leather. Very classic, very masculine. If you guys like mature fragrances, you have to check this one out. Penhalligon's Halfeti Leather. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and introduce the competitor, which is going to be NICOLAI de Parfum, and this is going to be Belkai Leather Intense. So let's go ahead and get that one. So this is going to be this guy right here. And let's go ahead and just give this a dry smell first. Whoa. Yeah, it's completely different. And let's go ahead and I'll probably spray this on my wrist. So let's go ahead and do that. So hope this gets it on the camera. And then in the air. Yeah, wow. Okay, so right off the bat, I don't get a lot of leather in this. Okay, for me, this is more of a iris and violet experience. So you do have more floral compositions. I guess you could say leather. It's more of a suede, maybe more of a suede backbone. I do see more vetiver and suede being in the background, and then you have more of the florals in the front. If you're familiar with Dior Homme Parfum, that waxiness that's found in that iris, that's the same thing that's going on with this. You do get that makeup effect, that makeup bag vibe. That's what's going on here. So you do have a little bit more dryness in comparison to Dior Homme Parfum, and this is not ambery. This is a lot more drier because of that vetiver backbone that it has. So it's woody and it's also floral. Again, I don't get a lot of suede, not a lot of leather. It's not really a leather heavy fragrance, but regardless, I wanted to include it here because I do find it a very interesting fragrance. If you like that experience of a very makeup or maybe a waxy iris vibe, definitely do check this one out because it is really interesting. That vetiver background does give that kind of umph that this fragrance needs as well, and it is bright in the beginning because there is some yuzu in the opening as well, so it does have some bright citruses on the top, and then it goes into a very woody dry down, probably going suede, but it's very minimal. But for this round, I do think the champion here clearly is going to be Penhalligon's Halfeti Leather without a doubt. So this is going to be going on to the quarterfinals, Penhalligon's Halfeti Leather. Okay, now for round two, still for the quarterfinal position, we're going to be going with Tom Ford Tuscan Leather versus CUIR Velours by NAOMI GOODSIR. So let's go ahead and start off with Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford because this is an icon. Man, never ceases to impress me on the dry smell. Really, really good. And since I already sprayed this hand, let's go ahead and spray this hand instead. And here we go. And then one in the air. Oh gosh, guys. Yeah, no wonder this is an icon. I mean, this is the trailblazer for all leather fragrances, especially for leather and fruity combinations. You cannot go wrong with Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. Raspberry, saffron leather, olibanum, and jasmine, and a little bit of thyme as well. But the most dominant players here are going to be raspberry, saffron, and leather, and it works. It's just so beautiful. It is so gorgeous. I have this, and then I also have two backup options in the 250 ml size because I love this. It really is that good. But oh my gosh, guys, really, really good. Tom Ford Tuscan Leather never misses, and there's a multitude of clones of dupes out there. Me personally, I'm not an active buyer of clones or dupes, but you can get really close to this if you don't want to fork out the money for an original piece. I'm always going to advise you to get the original one. The authentic one is number one always, but there are counterfeits, there are dupes as well that kind of do the same thing that this does, but there's nothing like the authentic one. And then we have CUIR Velours by NAOMI GOODSIR. Wow, 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 wow. Now, I have to be honest with you guys. This might not be a leather heavy fragrance. There is some leather in it, but it's not leather heavy. I would say, again, more suede. There's a little bit more suede in here rather than a full leather hide, all right? This is more, I would say, this is more of a tobacco and rum combination rather than a leather heavy combo. So let's go ahead and test out CUIR Velours. I'm going to go ahead and spray this on my wrist first, and then we're going to go ahead and spray this in the air just to get a bit of an accurate measurement on it. So first on the wrist, here we go. All right. Oh my gosh. And then in the air. Oh my gosh. Wow, wow, wow. Guys, I'm falling in love. I'm absolutely falling in love. This isn't really leather heavy. This is a lot more tobacco, a lot more boozy, not going gourmand. A very big emphasis of tobacco and rum in the front. And then in the back end, you're gonna have the Immortelle and then those suede nuances. The Immortelle does an amazing job of creating texture because it's powdery, but at the same time, very syrupy as well. I will say this does not lack. Let me say that one more time. This does not lack with the quality because you can pick every note out of this fragrance. The rum is there. The tobacco is there. The soft suede nuances are also going to be there. And yes, the Immortelle is going to be there as well. So the opening, you get that Immortelle. It's a very syrupy Immortelle that dissipates within about 30, maybe to 45 seconds. And then you get this tobacco and rum dry down, which is amazing. It doesn't go gourmand. It is a little bit more boozier. So if you like fragrances that are tobacco, leathery tobacco, but more tobacco and rum, do try this out. Now, even though it is an amazing fragrance for the spray off challenge, I'm going to have to go with Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. So Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford is going to be going on to the quarterfinals. Again, if you haven't tried this one out, I highly advise you try it out. I blind bought this one. I would recommend it if you like tobacco and rum fragrances. It's going to be a very safe blind buy. Really, really interesting. And this was my first fragrance from NAOMI GOODSIR. Very, very good, amazing, incredible quality, high quality. But I'm going to be going with Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. Okay, now we've made it to round number 3 for the quarter finalist position, and this is going to be a really hard decision for me, guys. This is my signature scent versus another second runner-up signature scent that I can wear any day, any season, anytime, guys. This is going to be coming in from the House of Guerlain. This is CUIR Intense. So CUIR Intense by Guerlain. This is my signature scent. Guys, I wear this without any exaggeration 4 days in a week. I have 8 backup bottles of this guy because I love it. Super, super photorealistic impression of leather. It is amazing. You have to love leather if you're going to wear this because this is a leather bomb. And then we have something a little bit lighter, something a little bit more fruitier, but still elegant, really, really regal smelling. This is going to be coming in from the House of BYREDO, and this is Cellier. And we're going to go ahead and start off with my favorite fragrance, of course. And I'm going to go ahead and spray this on my skin first and then in the air. Now, since I already sprayed a few fragrances on my skin, I'm not going to worry about those fragrances clouding my judgment because this is a nuclear bomb. Again, guys, you have to love leather fragrances. I already know this is going to overpower everything, but I'm still going to go ahead and do that. So remember, first on skin and then in the air. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so on the skin first. Oh my gosh. Okay, now in the air. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Hold on. Oh my gosh, guys, this is a bomb. This is a very, very big bomb. This is leather, this is cedar, osmanthus, tobacco, and oud in the opening. The oud is a little bit pissy in the beginning, but then it dials down pretty fast, and then you get nothing but leather at the end. Nothing but leather. And then you do get a little bit of ylang-ylang as well, but again, this is very leather heavy, guys. You have to love this in order to wear this. This is extremely heavy. Hold on, let me smell this one more time. Yeah, wow. Guys, what can I say that hasn't been said? This is just a beast of a performer. This is nuclear mode. Now, if you haven't had this before, if you spray this on your clothes, if you spray this on your jacket, whatever it might be, this is going to last 5 to 8 days on your clothing without a doubt. Without a doubt. The magic of this is the dry down because it is a photo-realistic impression of leather. It is so impressive what Guerlain does. It's my favorite brand. I love what they do with the quality of material that they use. and this for sure is quality. This is absolute quality without a doubt. Leather, extreme leather. When they say intense, they're not kidding. It is extremely intense. You've been warned. You've been warned. Again, this is only for leather lovers. I've already warned you. So that's all I'm going to say about this. Guerlain CUIR Intense, and this is why it's my signature scent. So let's go ahead and review Cellier by BYREDO. So we have Cellier here. And then this one, I'm not going to spray it on this hand. I'm going to spray it on this hand, okay? So let's go ahead and do a dry smell first. Man, what a difference. This is night and day. Really, night and day. This is the day and this is the night. So this is a lot lighter. So yeah, you do have leather, you do have tobacco, you have some tea as well. So that tea is a lot more softer. It brightens up everything a little bit more. Now, in regards to which one is more versatile, it's going to be this one. This is a lot more versatile and a lot more wearable than this guy. And even though it's my signature scent, and I want to say that it's very versatile, it's not really versatile for the majority of people because, again, very niche, very challenging. You have to love leather to love this. Now let's go ahead and get this on skin and on air as well. I'm going to start with the skin first. I'm just going to put some on my wrist and then we'll go ahead and spray it in the air. Here we go. On skin and then in the air. Oh man. Guys, this is a really hard decision between Cellier by BYREDO and CUIR Intense Guerlain to move on to the semi-finalist stage. It's going to be CUIR Intense by Guerlain. Everyone, if you know me and if you've been following me, you know that I'm a very big fan of darker leather fragrances, and that's exactly what CUIR Intense is. CUIR Intense by Guerlain is dark and it is leather, and I have a very biased loyalty for CUIR Intense. So CUIR Intense by Guerlain is going to be moving on to the semi-finalist stage. Alright everyone, and that concludes our quarterfinals. Now we move on to our semifinals and our finals. For the semifinalist position, we have PENHALLIGONS Helvetii Leather versus Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. There's a reason why so many people love Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford, because it is sexy, it is dark, it's very easy to wear if you love leather fragrances. But if I had to choose either or, it's going to have to be Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. Guys, this is amazing. This is a jewel in any man's collection. This is a leather fragrance that is no nonsense. It's just time and time again proven, regardless if it's reformulated or not. This is an amazing fragrance. It is a trailblazer. It is an icon. It is the fragrance that started it all for leather fruit combinations, at least modernizing the leather fruit combination in perfumery. Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford moves on to our finalist stage. Okay, everyone, and now for the moment that we've all been waiting for, the final game. It's going to be the icon, the trailblazer, Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford versus the king of leather, CUIR Intense by Guerlain. If I had to choose either one of these two for the championship position for the Leather Spray Off Challenge for 2024, it's going to have to be the king of leather, CUIR Intense by Guerlain. Everyone, both of these two fragrances are amazing. But if you know me, I love fragrances that are very courageous and bold and very charismatic. It has to be CUIR Intense by Guerlain. This is very, very bold, and you have to be bold in the throne of the king. This is going to be it. Very dark, very sexy, very masculine, and very confident. If you haven't checked out Guerlain, you have to check out Guerlain. The quality within the fragrance is there. The raw materials that are used are of quality. It is an amazing perfumery house if you haven't checked it out. And I don't have enough of Guerlain, but as the new year 2024 progresses, I will be buying a lot more fragrances from Guerlain. And of course, guys, I will be reviewing them on my channel for you guys. But this is our winner for today, and I'm so happy with the result. But anyways, guys, that is the video for today, and I do hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, comment, like, and subscribe. If you are a new subscriber, first of all, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe. When you subscribe, it helps me to create more content for you guys at a faster pace, but I need your help. So go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and follow me on my Instagram account, phillipcarterxoffIcial, where I post more about menswear, men's style, men's lifestyle, men's skincare, and of course, perfumery. And once again, everyone, 2024 is going to be your year. Wishing you much prosperity and much success with all your projects and your independent ventures that you guys have. I do wish you guys a lot of success. I'm so grateful to have you guys with me along my journey, and I know we're going to get to 100K subscribers by the end of this year. I do know that for a fact. I'm super confident because I have you guys with me. I'm so grateful for you guys. I love all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. And as always, everyone, PhillipCarterxOfficial out. Bye-bye for now.